Hey Dallas, good to see you. I
Okay.
asked Evan this one to ask you. I know you guys don't take a lot of stock in the preseason polls and so forth, but obviously picked seventh last week. Haven't had a chance to catch up with you guys. Is that a source of motivation? It seems like there's a lot of good guys back from a pretty good team last year, and I guess what was you guys' reaction to that going into the season?
I mean, like ever since I've been here, I mean, 2016 when I entered here as a freshman, and that team had like Derek White and Xavier Johnson, Wesley Gordon. We've never, I mean, CU's never really gotten much respect nationally, um, and even in the pack as well. So it's, I mean, ever since I've been here at least, we've always had to earn that respect, and I mean, being an underdog is kind of what all we know really, except for last year where we were ranked earlier in the season. But I mean, fighting from that spot and coming up and sneaking up on teams who don't expect much from us. That's I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that. I mean, I love thinking proving people wrong, and I'm pretty sure all the guys on this team are and have a similar mindset as me.
Jake Shapiro.
Hey, Dallas, good to see you.
How you doing, Jake?
Good, Dallas. I hope you're well as well. A week from today, you guys are going to be in Manhattan, Kansas, hours away from tip-off. I guess just how ready are you guys? It's a weird year. You guys, I know you're raring to go, but how ready?
Oh my gosh! I mean, it's like with how weird everything has been this year. We've still been able to put in a lot of work, and so I mean, just seeing like kind of we have a date, we have a start date, we have a start time. We're ready. I mean, it's like we've been working for this moment. We've had some setbacks because of the pandemic. I mean, just as every team in the country has, but we've been able to power through that, and we're almost here. I mean, we have a week until game time, and I mean, I think we're as ready as we can be.
Pat Rooney again.
Hey Dallas, kind of a off the beaten path question for you, but wondering what is kind of a typical day for you guys these days, like compared to normal? I mean, you have to be at practice hours early for testing.
Oh yeah.
In the evening, Evan told me once there's a lot of just card games going on between the team and not getting outs. Aside from practice, what's kind of the routine and how much is it different from maybe years past?
I would say the main thing for our mornings, at least, is that we're still arriving to the gym around the same time, but instead of kind of being able to warm up early, we have to test first, and then after we test, we'll practice for about 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, and then after that, it's like you have your online classes, and I mean, we encourage our guys to stay safe, so after their classes, it's like you're either getting food and going home or hanging out with like a teammate or something like that. Whereas I guess in like years past, you would have to like travel or walk across campus, and I mean, there's now things are just so much different. I mean, how much interactions even we have with our campus and the Boulder community is very limited, and it's almost rare that you'll see many of us out in public, but. I think that's the biggest adjustment, is that it's just like guys are spending more time just at home, at home, and I mean, like, and as far as our mornings, I mean, yeah, our mornings have sometimes some guys. I mean, me for example, as a vet, I have to come in a little bit earlier, get my body warmed up, and so that may take like maybe 30 extra minutes. So it's like sometimes some of our mornings are getting a little bit earlier than what they typically would be, but. It's just adjustment we have to make, and some we're just handling as we go.
Yeah, if I could follow up on that real quick. As far as the different, especially the no socialized, I mean, are you used to it at this point, or is it still kind of a mental challenge as the days go by?
I'm used to it now. I'm on year 5 in Boulder. I'm kind of used to just handling my business, going to class, handling that, and then going to practice and handling that, and I mean, and then in between getting extra lifts and extra work if it's needed. But I could see how that'd be a big adjustment for guys who are more active and, you know, more social than me. I mean, I'm more of a reserve, quiet guy, so I don't need all that interaction with too many people. But no, I think that's something that hasn't been too big of a challenge for me at least. But I think most of our team is doing well as well.
We'll go back to Jake.
Dallas, I got two different questions for you, but one based on what you just said, I asked Evan something about along the lines of this too, is how can fans kind of make their support known for you guys this year? Because you talked about interacting with the community. Both you and Evan are huge involved with the community. How can, you know, you make the fans make sure that they feel, you know, you guys feel supported this year?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, I've thought about this a lot, and it's like, you know, it's hard to control something that you can't control. So as far as what we can do as a team is that we just always have it in the back of our mind that our fan base is with us. Is that, I mean, the support is there. We have to be there for each other as well, vocally and just making sure that, you know, I mean, since I've been in college. We played in empty gyms and we played in packed gyms. And for example, like the Hawaii on Christmas Day 2 years ago, 2018, early in the morning, empty gym. I mean, it's like, if we don't bring our own energy, then there is no energy. And it's just kind of like, I can't quite say to how the fans can make their presence felt except for just tuning in and showing support whenever they see us around town or something like that. But I think it's really on us this year, especially because of the pandemic and the limitations that are placed on our fans and our families as well.
And then Dallas, I know you're a big Colorado guy. You know, you're a Nuggets fan, and you grew up a Colorado basketball fan. And you guys just brought in 2 freshmen that are Colorado kids, and then you just signed another one. I see that bringing you a smile to your face. The growth of basketball in this state since you were a little baby to now, and where you see it going. What can you say about that? Because I mean, I've seen it too, but I want your perspective on it as someone that's on the player side.
Oh yeah, as a Colorado guy, I'm just like, man, Colorado basketball, stand up. I mean, when I was coming out of high school, and I mean, Colorado high school basketball, and even still today, doesn't have too much respect. And it's just like, you know, most college coaches will leave the state in order to recruit, and seeing just the talent just keep on increasing as the years go on, and seeing more Colorado guys. Because I remember when I first got here, I mean, shoot, there was like maybe like a handful of guys from Colorado, and that's like, and most of them were seniors. And so yeah, I mean, it's cool seeing guys stay in the state and seeing Colorado recruit Colorado kids. And I mean, I think it's something special and something that I've always been very, very attuned to since I've been in high school, about Colorado high school basketball and Colorado recruiting.